This is a theme-specific training for responsive Meals on Wheels sites in theme number 3 in Drupal 7. Other theme-specific trainings can be found on the support site at support.1h.com. You will find trainings for all of our responsive Meals on Wheels themes there. This training today will show you how to manage the footer items or the footer menus that appear on every page of your Meals on Wheels theme number 3 site. To get started, of course, you'll want to view logged in. Now, once you're logged in, you'll notice that you have the ability to scroll over these footer menus. Technically, you only have 2 footer menus down here. This third little block for contact information, you'll notice that when you go to configure it, that it actually kicks you back out and says you don't have sufficient permissions. If you need to edit the logo, your social media icons, the copyright information, or your address information down here in the footer, you will want to submit a support ticket to have our team help you make those edits. Now, you have the ability to scroll over these 2 menus, and when you click on the little editing gear, you'll notice that it drops down options for list links, edit menu, and configure block. If you go ahead and click on list links, that will take you to a place where you can add in new footer menu links. You also have the ability to drag and drop these items in any order that you want them to appear, similar to your main menu. You also have the option to enable or disable links, edit existing links, and delete any links off of the menu. If you delete a link off of the menu, it does not delete the page associated with it, just the link off of the menu. If you do want to create drop-down menu or menu items, I do have some bad news. The footer menus don't really have a place for them to drop down. So let's say we want to make the issue a drop down under About Us. If I try to indent this underneath About Us and I save my configuration, you will notice that the issue option completely disappears. There is nowhere for those items to drop down in the footer, so they actually hide any submenu items or any child links. So you don't want to create any drop downs. It's kind of the biggest difference between your main menu that appears at the top of the page, which you do have the ability for drop downs, and then the footer menus down here. Don't forget that you can always come back in, click on that editing gear, choose list links, and then kind of reorganize any of your items down here in the footer. This other menu is going to operate exactly the same. You can have more than 4 menu links, but just be aware if you add in a bunch of menu links down here at the footer, it is going to make for a very long display on mobile. So be aware that you might want to try and condense some of the footer links down here so that way you don't have a lot of repeat links that appear up here in the main menu as well. If you have any questions or if you need any help to edit any of the footer area or the footer menus themselves, please submit a support ticket at support.1h.com. Or again, if you are in Basecamp, you can always post a new Basecamp message for your project management team.